Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Pivazan from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. And yes, magnificent indeed. This is the birthplace of the New York Pops Orchestra at Carnegie Hall. Yeah, the world's largest independent orchestra. You believe that? Was born right here at the Skitch Henderson Museum. The Skitch Henderson Smithsonian Museum of American Music History. Amazing, right? But before was the Skitch Henderson studio. Then after he passed, became Root's office. Now it's the main, I'll say the heart of the Skitch Henderson Museum. Then we spread through the farm as a living museum experience. It's very hard, sometimes even unfair, to talk about my days and things like that because, yeah, of course, they are amazing. This place is fantabulous, and life, living is all part of this super fantabulous um, situation. And I feel extremely blessed and inspired to actually come here. I wake up here every morning, but recording these videos and leaving the messages out there and communicating with people that are interested in knowing what's going on here and supporting us in many different ways. I really appreciate that. It feels awesome. It feels really good to start the day this way. And at the same time, you can suffer a little bit there trying to see my non-guitar playing skills. I'm perfecting the car hits by my window, if you can call it that. Moving some things around and starting to enjoy this guitar and trying to learn some more stuff. But it's all part of living an awesome life and trying to find ways to enjoy the things that are enjoyable and allowing ourselves to actually find this time to do enjoyable things. Because sometimes we're so focused on working so much and doing so many things that our mind never shuts off and stays into that mode all the time, even when you're not supposed to be working, which is my case. Some of us are workaholics, and it's a process to understand and figure out how do we change this a little bit. And that's where tools like the experiential workshop provides. Sometimes it's just a tiny little thing that you can add to your menu of options and tools that helps you. For example, I used to feel guilty when I took a vacation or I had time off, or don't check the messages on my phone, don't read my emails, take a day off and things like that. I used to feel guilty because I used to feel that I had to be on 24/7. I still feel that. But, working with little tools in my head and controlling my feelings and really applying reason to the things I'm doing, and how beneficial it is when you can actually shut down for a little bit, refresh your mind, your thoughts, analyze things, and come back with a fresh look into things. All the situations, elements, and stuff that we can learn, observe, and change if we believe is necessary. It's like the three B's, I guess, when you're talking about um, new acquaintances and people approaching you, and you got that feeling that may not be right, but you might be wrong. And the three B's, they say, let it in, let it be, and let it go. So you're here, you're new, somebody arrived. Hey, hi, I want to help you. My goodness, did I hear that? Hey, hi, let it in. Hi, give it some time, let it be, observe. Yay, life is good, pay attention. Then, if you have to, let it go. This uh, tagline today, a disciplined mind brings happiness. This is from Buddha himself. Not the Buddha's Brain, the book that I am in love with. I'm also in love with Shattered to the Core with Valerie Walsh. Man, if you haven't read this book, you should. And out of anything, because it's an amazing life story, and it's somebody local, it's close to us, somebody that we can look in the eye and say, wow, you really went through all of this. Rare are the situations and opportunities that we have to read and see something so amazing and meet the author, right? Hear straight from her. Ask all the questions you want. The book signing is coming soon, so it'll be very good. So, we talked before about this whole thing that, your mind is what your brain does, and vice versa, right? And your mind has also the power to keep tuning and shaping your brain. So it's one good engine working together like an infinity kind of thing, right? So if you are capable of keep feeding your brain the right stuff, especially when things are hard and difficult, because then your brain is going to develop that algorithm and feed that response to your mind and keep you nice and strong and well fed to keep going towards living the best living ever for your life. Right? Because how are you feeling this morning? What's going on through your head, to your heart, to your mind? What's going on? How are you feeling today and every day? Are you feeling strong? Are you feeling inspired? Are you full of doubt? Are you trying to figure out? You're just browsing through, trying to collect maybe some extra tools, some stuff. Ask yourself these questions out loud sometimes. How do I feel today? Ask to yourself, look in the mirror, talk to your own self. You will find most of the answers for the things you're looking for right here in your head, especially when the answer seems to be leaning towards the things that you don't want to hear or you don't want to feel or accept it sometimes. My thought of today is actually about that because, as I said, I wrote those around 2003 when I had a project that was working well, and I would wake up in the morning and write the first thing that came to me as search for a sign or ways to keep my mind focused and keep myself centered in the things that are really meaningful. I would write them and then later we'll read. Of course, I'll post it on the site and then would read and see if I could digest and find some hidden messages from myself, right? Or who knows, from where it was coming from. So this one today says this: trust in your feelings and keep on moving ahead no matter what, right? When in doubt, stop and think before you act. Doubt shows itself when we don't know what we are doing, and anxiety shows when we would like to be doing more. Because sometimes we go into that, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And then you start feeling doubtful. Should I do this? Should I do that? Can I do this? Am I capable of this and that? And sometimes because you think that you're not doing enough and you want to do enough, but you're afraid of trying to do because you're in doubt, then you start getting anxious that you're not moving forward enough, or you're not doing the things you wanted to do, or life is not, manifesting itself as you would love to. Again, that's the time when you should reach out to your brains and to your mind Work that, because it's all happening here. It's happening here and coming out. It's not happening anywhere else. It's happening in your head. That's where everything starts. But if for any reason you feel that you might be drifting away too far into darkness, or maybe you're too ecstatic, enthusiastic with the newfound success or the abundance of success in your life, but you still may be feeling a little hollow or not yourself, you don't even know why. Even when you take a breath, it feels weird. Or when you want to wake up, you kind of like wish you could keep your eyes closed and not think of anything and just go fall back asleep, but you really can't. That's a time when you should come back to yourself here, go inside of yourself, where you can find the truth representation of who you are, where you can be honest with yourself and talk and ask the questions and give the hard answers. Once you reconnect, find your center. Now, take a quick pick in those reserved boxes where all your happy past moments are. They're cumulative. So open up, go back, rewind, find the moment when you felt happy once in your life. It's just got to be one. I know it could be super hard. Life is unpredictable and living is tough sometimes, a constant struggle. But there's got to be that one portion of a moment when you experienced happiness, even if temporarily, doesn't matter. The question is, have you ever experienced happiness, even if for a short period of time? And if the answer is yes, go back to that moment, nurture that, feel, it's here. I remember how it is. Then you can chase that and go back to it. But you can also open the boxes of the impossible. All the moments in your life that you thought you're never going to make it. It's impossible. I can't do it. I don't have it. I don't got what it takes. Whatever. It doesn't matter what made you believe that you couldn't get it. But you don't know how, but here you are, right? Maybe you don't know how. I didn't. I just call it survival. And the stinky box. You should always open this one and stink and smell it until you can leave it open and there's no more stench in there. Because I consider the stinky box to be the one that contains all the bad stuff that I have done to the world, to other people, any bad contribution that I would have to pay later, as karma or whatever it is that you believe. A payment will have to be made. And I was calculating that when things in my life were going wrong and they're supposed to go right, and they had everything to go right and they went wrong. After I stopped finding fault and blame other people for my failures, I started realizing that I had a contribution and I needed to find out what it was on my stinky box. Once things that's supposed to go right start going right, I thought, my stinky box is paid. So now I can keep moving forward and making sure that I don't make any more contributions to it. Make sense? I can be happy. I got the power to do whatever I want and overcome the impossible. And I got to pay for the bad stuff that I did, and I know what I've done. Once you got that in mind, come back to the world. Okay, I know what I have to pay. Here's my dues, and I know what I need to do. And go do it. You have the strength, you have the power, you have everything you need to live the living of your life. Now, if you are open to tools and ideas and possibilities of new knowledge that could help you unlock this hidden powers of your brain in your mind, that can help you really maximize the opportunities and possibilities for success in your living. We're starting the experiential workshop series for the silo. We have one spot left for the Saturday, the 26th. We'll start it here. It's limited to only 25 people. And you'll be able to hear awesome stories of people that have been really deep down the dark gutters of life and are thriving today. After that, you will talk to professionals that are amazing in this area, in the understanding of how our mind, our brains work, and they will share tools with us that we can use in every day in our lives to try to make things better. Because we deserve it. We deserve that. You can go to workshop.thesilo.org, take that spot, or register for March. April will be available next week. And it will be very nice if we can see you or any of your friends here. In the meantime, if you just want to hang around and come to a peaceful place, now the spring is around the corner. Ooh, I can't wait. Very exciting. That's the time I will do like a crazy solo here. Soon, Monday, someday soon. Come to Hunt Hill Farm, come to the silo. I will, give you a tour, leave you alone. But enjoy, rejoice. Breathe this awesome, positive, healing, friendly energy. And if you can bring 1 pound of non-perishable food, that will be donated to support New Milford Social Services fight to eradicate hunger in our town, while we're also supporting the achievement of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. This will be awesome. Truly amazing. I know. The fingers get scratching. I have it in my head, in my hands, all I want to do. But when it comes here, it doesn't happen yet. Like I got this little... No. The kids were rehearsing the other day, and I was like, I think you can do that. Yeah. In the meantime, just go out and about, enjoy your day, enjoy yourself and your thoughts and your feelings, and sit down and let them populate your brain and your mind and your heart. Believe in yourself, believe in your gut feelings. Clear yourself from outside negative, unnecessary influences. You know who they are, what they are, where they are. Nurture yourself. Heal, enjoy, empower. And if you're lost and don't know what to do, go do a random act of solidarity, a random act of kindness for a stranger, and observe how much better this is going to make you feel. Fantabulous day. Yes, for you and everyone around you, with tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.